Well, hello everyone. How we doing? Today I'm coming to you with card number 9 and I'm going to show you exactly what I end up doing to achieve my card. So I wanted to make a heart-shaped card which was totally different. So I ended up using a total of 4 different cartridges, and I used bags, tags, boxes, and more. I used the baby steps, I used edge to edge, and I used art artistry. I think that's how you call it. But anyway, let's get started. I already have majority of my images already inserted, which I have this heart, and this heart right here comes from baby steps. Then I got this heart right here, and this comes from bags, tags, boxes, and more. And then I have this pattern chevron, and I want to show you what I'm going to do with that. But there's one more image that I need to get, so and I think it's artistry. And that one's not. Okay, let me see if I can. Probably spelling it wrong. There we go. Okay, now with the artistry, I just want a banner. So let's look for a banner that looks good enough for what I want to use. And I think it was. And here it goes. It was this one right here. Okay, so now that I got all my images installed, this is what I want to do, guys. So this, I want to use the scallop heart on here to make my base. So I'm going to ungroup this. I'm going to delete this part. Then I'm going to go to high contour, and I'm going to high contour not the heart, but the other part, if I can get on it. Okay. And I don't need that. And come on. Okay. And then I'm going to bring this over here, and I'm going to arrange it to the front because I want to make my card base. Bring that to the back. I want to make my card base, but I want to have a scallop heart. So as you can see, I got that done. So now what I want to do, I want to size the heart at 5.5 wide. And I think I got that right. And then I want to, the height of it, I want it to be 4 1/4. So this is going to be like an A2 size card, so it'll fit in a regular size A2 size envelope, guys, okay? So let me bring you guys out a little bit so you can actually see. Okay, so here goes our card. Now, what I want to do, I want to turn it into a shape card. And in order for me to do that, I want to, I think this is the right size that I need. And then this is 5. Okay, I just want to make sure that it's the size that I want. Okay. And then this will go over top of here, and it's going to fit perfect. Okay, so now I want to insert a square shape, and I want to create my card base. So I just want to use a tab that's, you know, like 2 inches or 1.5 inch, and I want to layer it over here on the side, lining it up. And I think that would look good right there. But I want just to make sure that everything's going to line up perfect. And if I put this in the front, it will lay right down. And it'll still give me enough. Okay, so now I'm going to take this square that I made and my heart piece, and I'm going to go to the layers panel and I'm going to press weld. So there goes my welded piece. Now I want to go back to my edit panels to make sure that it's going to be the size that I need. And as you can see, it's a little bit bigger. So what I want to do, I want to arrange the heart back on the layer to make sure that all of my cuts are going to be entwined just fine. So now I'll take all of these shapes right here, and then I want to make it 5. And I want to unlock it so I can make sure that I get the 4.25 by 550. Okay, so there goes our shape. So now what I want to do is take this and I'm going to go to the layers panel and I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to line it right up. And if you have trouble lining it up, just click on both of them. Come to the lines panel and align center. Okay, and then what I want to do is go to the edit panel and I want to, the first layer, I want to flip it. So I want to mirror image it. And then I want to use my arrow key. Let me see if I can. Okay, I want to move my arrow key down. And that probably is too much. And then that looks good right there. So now I want to insert another shape, which is my score line. And I'm going to add my score line right in the middle of the shape. And then I'm going to take both of my squares before I join the score line. And I'm going to come to the layers panel and I'm going to press weld. So then it welds that. Then I want to add the shape to the back. And then I want to take the shape and my, oh, let me undo this. I want to take the shape, my score line, and the shape, and I want to attach it because that's going to be the center of my card. And as you can see, there goes the base of my card. Now let's start doing the decorations. Now with this one, I want to duplicate this shape too, maybe twice, just to be on the safe side. So then I want to take this and I want to take both of these shapes and I want to slice them, because what I want is this shape is going to be the shape that I'm going to use to do my design in my heart. So now I want to arrange that to the back. Then I want to make this chevron paper a little bit big, pattern I mean, and then line it up to where you think it looks really good and everything lines up. Then you take both of the patterns or the designs and you click slice. And then you want to take the top layer and you can get rid of that one. And then you have 2 layers here, guys. Well, actually 3. These 2 go together. But you can either do it twice, depending on which one you would like to do first. So then, if you want to try that out, you duplicate the heart shape, then you bring them over, and then you go and you line it up. And I think this looks good, so let's see if it's lined up centered. And then come up here and center it, and that's centered, but it's a little bit still off. Okay, so then there goes the 2 shapes. Then you take both of these shapes and then you weld them together. And there goes one, but it don't look too appealing, so I'm going to try the other one. And this one don't look too great either. Okay, so then now I'm gonna take both of these. And I might be doing something wrong, I think. And weld them. And that looks a little bit better. So now let's say, yeah, I am doing something wrong, because I don't want it to be the same shape as the other one. Okay, so let's undo this. Okay, I'm undoing everything I did from the beginning of the heart. Okay. So then now that I got this, no, I gotta keep on going. Okay, now let's ungroup this heart, then do a duplicate, line it up as best as you can, make it a tad bit smaller, and shrink it up just a little bit, and I think that looks good there. Okay, then take both of the shapes and slice it. After you do that and slice it, take your pattern, make it as big as the shape that you're going to use, line it up to where you think it looks best. Let me make this a little bit bigger. And then take both of the shapes, oops, and then press slice. Okay, and then you want to take this outline and line it up to this piece. And then take both of the shapes and then you weld them together. And then that'll give your image to where it goes right here in the middle. And if you want like another color, like let's say if you ungroup this and you change this to, let's say, black, to give it like a really, you know, you could line that up and then arrange this to the back. Bring it forward because I bring it to the back too. Okay, and there goes that piece. And then you can line that up right here. And then it goes the same for the banner. Now for the banner, it's pretty much easy. All you have to do is just cut up the pieces and line it up in the front. But I also use a font, and I use the everyday font. And I end up writing a font in here, and what I did was slice the font. And then, you know, with these pieces right here, you always want to duplicate it because you want to do the layers for the inside of the card. Okay, guys? So with that being said, I'm going to go to my table and I'm going to show you how to put this beautiful card together and embellish it also. If I arrange this to the front, it goes to the front. There goes my other layer. So then I have the second layer that goes inside, and then my layer for me to write stuff on. Okay, guys? So let's go to the table. Okay, guys, so now we're here at my table. And I'm not sure if I said that this was card number 9 on my Valentine's Day. So here goes my image. I kind of started putting some of the decorations, but I didn't finish because I wanted to show you on camera. So here goes my card. And this is a A2 size card, guys. So look at how awesome it came out. So this is a carnation paper. And here goes my chevron, and then my plain piece, and then my other layer, which that goes right on top, and then here goes the inside. So I already end up using the stamping the inside, so let's start adding this together, and I'll show you what I end up using. So I hope everyone's doing really good. I'm doing wonderful, and I just want to line this up. Okay, and that's what the inside looks like. Let me guys bring you down just a tad bit. So it says, I love you, not quite as much. Okay, focus. Not quite as much as chocolate, but a lot. And I thought this was really cute. So then I'm going to take that, and I'm going to add ATG to the back of it. And then I'm just going to add that to the middle. Lining up, making sure that all of it lines up even. That looks good right there. Okay, so there goes the inside. And then for the stamps, I end up using this Friskers, and this is the wedding set, the big day, and I use this heart flourish and the heart, and then I end up using the Scrappy Mom stamp set called Sassy Pants, and it says I love you, not quite as much as chocolate, but a lot. And this is a cute set. I really do like it. So there goes for the inside, guys. So now let's start decorating the outside. Now for the outside, what I was planning to do is I end up getting these gemstones, and these are like strips. So then what I want to do was I was going, as you can see, the little strips, but what I'm doing is cutting them and using my scissors, of course, because it has like a piece in the center. And what I do, I got this from the Dollar Tree, guys, and they're $1, and you get 216. So what I'm going to do, I'm alternating the colors from the pink to the reds. So what I'm going to do first, before I end up doing that, I'm going to end up putting down my heart. So let's glue that together. So now with this image, I'm going to use my wet glue. And I'm just going to go around. So then now I'm just going to use my wet glue. And I'm just going to go around, if I could get it started first. And you just want to put a couple of beads through, you know, the center so it grabs on the paper. But you want to mostly get it on the edge too, to make sure that it's sealed. And I don't know why this is not Okay, there it goes. Okay, and then you just want to attach this with this heart, and it lines right up, guys. I'm gonna line it up just like that. Make sure it's lined up before you press down, and that looked good. Then if you want, just turn it over and press down. Okay, that looks really good. And then now with this, I want to pop it up. So I'm going to get a couple of strips of adhesive. And then I just want to add some to the sides. Okay. Okay, just to make sure, you know, because you want always to level. I could have used a foam sheet, but I didn't want to go through all that. Okay, so now I'm just going to take this and center this right in the middle of my red metallic cardstock. And that looks like it's centered. Then I want to make sure that it's centered here. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to line it up. And I'm not going to glue it yet. So now I'm going to go back to my rhinestones, or I think you call these like beads. And now I'm just going to take and I'm going to alternate the colors. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put all of this on and I'll be right back. Okay, now that I pretty much got all of my gems down, I don't have them pressed down yet because I wanted to make sure that they're all going to fit in there first. As you can see, some of it is still crooked. Okay, so there goes the last one. Now, for okay. So it looks like it's all going to work out just fine. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to add some ATG. Okay, and then I think I'm going to add a little bit of wet glue. Okay, so now I'm just going to line it up in the middle. Before I press down on it. And making sure that everything's lined up. Just fine there. And that looks good. So now I'm just going to start adding the gems to where they're in position. And that looks good right there. Move that one right there. Okay. That one. That looks good. Let me move that one over just a tad bit. Move this one over. This one goes down. That one goes there. You know, guys, how it is. Just kind of position it to where it looks even. And I might need to put maybe there is something. Oh, I gotta think, because I need something for the middle. And I might just know what to put. Okay, so that's right there. Okay. That looks really good. Okay, so now that I got all of that on there. Okay, and you see how it looks, guys? It looks so cool. I just love it. Okay, so next, here goes my banner. And this is the font that I end up using from Everyday Font. And I end up just slicing it through the image. And I mean, you can actually tell what it says. It says Happy Heart Day. And that's what I end up putting out there. And I did this. And this was 3.5 inches by 1 inch by 3.5. And then I want to pop this up. So just gonna go right there. And then some little pieces. And then I'm just going to take this off. And we're going to add it right. You know, right there looks really good. Okay, now let me find that thing. Okay, well, I couldn't find what I was looking for. But I ended up finding these things right here that I have. And they're called false eyelids. And I thought this would be perfect to put on the side. As like it was little knobs or something like that. So, but to actually make sure that it stays secure, I'm going to add some more glue. Because I've been having those things for, whew. As you can see, the brand name is from Joann's, and it's been a while since they had anything like this. Okay, so now I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. And I thought that'd be cool. Okay. Just gonna press down on it. And there you go, guys. Here goes card number 9 of my Valentine's Day cards. I really hope you like it. It says Happy Heart Day. And you open it up. It says, I love you not quite as much as chocolate, but a lot. And I thought this was really sweet. And I love how I designed it. I hope you like my tutorial, guys. So, if you've been watching, you guys know what to do. If you like this video, please thumbs up. Share my video on Facebook. You could pin it. You could do just about anything you guys would like. Definitely word of mouth is the best advertisement. I so do appreciate your guys' support. And thank you so much for enjoying my tutorial and my videos. And I hope to talk to you guys soon. You guys have a wonderful day. And tell me what you think about this card and the design. And how do I get a little bit of confusing also when it comes to the tutorials, because I'm thinking in one way and sometimes it ends up another. So let me know what you guys think. So there goes my card, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye now.